Welcome everyone to this week's Founder Chats. So I'm really excited to be here today with Irida Nallbani, who's the co-founder of Rock Tirana, which is located in Albania. So that's really exciting that we get to talk to you here today. Often we're talking to people from across North America, sometimes some areas of kind of Western Europe, but you're the first person on here from Albania. So really excited to have you here.
Nice to know.
Yeah. And how we know Irida, is that I had the opportunity to work with Women Founders Accelerator Albania back in November or December, I believe, in 2020,
Yes.
through our partnership with Spring, and got to run a masterclass, I guess, at the time, as well as be part of kind of the demo days. So that was really cool. And got to learn more about Rock Tirana at that time, but I'm sure things have changed, and I haven't talked to you in a few months, so it'll really great to hear a bit of an update. And for anyone who's not come to one of our founder chats before, welcome. We are Volition, so we build connectivity, capacity, and knowledge in global ecosystems, and I am one of the co-founders, Melanie Ewan. And during the next 30 minutes of our lives, we're going to have kind of a casual conversation. But if you're watching live, or if you're watching on IGTV or YouTube, please feel free to ask questions, and we can also pass those along to Irida, and feel free to engage as much as you like. So I want to, before we start, I also have to thank Startup Canada, who's an incredible partner of ours. They are helping support this month's founder chats through the Startup Women program. So that's presented by a few different companies, Sovereign Insurance, as well as UPS, Scotiabank, Inaskill, and PayPal, EDC, and SIPO. So a lot of different companies from across the globe came together this month to support programming like this that is highlighting some incredible women from all over the place. So thank you to Startup Canada, and thank you to everyone who's joined us, and of course to Irida. You are the star of the show, and I'd love to hear about the origin stories of Rock Tirana, if you'd like to share those, as well as we're going to get into kind of what things you're interested in and what the future of Rock Tirana is going to look like. Lots of cool content to jump into. So I'm going to stop talking at this point in time and pass it over to you for just a bit of a let's get to know you a little bit better. So tell us a little bit about that origin story of Rock Tirana and your role within it.
Okay, perfect. Let's start though. So Rock Tirana started as an NGO project to bring a new sport in this city. So it is the first and the only climbing gym in Albania. It's a small bouldering gym. It started with the idea to introduce this new sport in the city, and it has a principal mission to create a place for the climbers to meet together with each other and to train in the same times. So for the climbing community, climbing gyms are not as the normal gyms where you just go and train. It's even a place where the community meet each other, makes plans for the weekends, talk about what they are working, the rules they are working on, and train, obviously. When Rock Tirana started, the climbing scene in Albania was in existence. So it was really difficult in the beginning to bring this new sport in this city and to develop this new sport, climbing in Albania. Tirana is mostly surrounded by mountains. You have lots of good rock, limestone rock that is really important for climbing, and very difficult routes, and obviously very important outdoor. Sorry, I just skipped one part. So when it came to a gym, sorry,
no, not at all.
It's like the first time for me talking in front of other people. So
of course,
let's
take a deep breath. Yeah.
Yes, thank you. Let's talk about the role that Rock Tirana has had in developing indoor and outdoor climbing in Albania. So Rock Tirana started with a mission to create this place where the community can train and to develop sport climbing in Albania. Then our vision is bigger. We are working not only in developing the indoor climbing sport, but even in developing outdoor climbing scene. So when it comes to the outdoor climbing scene, you have been working and we start developing and promoting the Albanian climbing crags through the Albanian Climbing Festival. That is a festival that yes, it's a festival that you organize every year, and its aim is to develop and to promote a new climbing area. So the idea is to collect money from the tickets that you take from the climb for the festival, and with that money to open a new crag and to develop climbing in that area in order to bring a new product for the tourism and eco-sustainable product for the tourism, and to have a longer tourism season in Albania. So all this year we have been working in developing indoor and outdoor climbing, as I was saying. We have been working. You have organized the Albanian Climbing Festival in different areas in Albania, in Tirana, that are two crags near Tirana, in South Albania, in Gjipa, in Permat, and we have bring new routes in these places. When it comes to Rock Tirana, our gym is a small bouldering gym. It is small, and in the same gym we train even kids and adults.
Right.
In order to facilitate the entry for everyone, we have divided the kids and the adult climbing groups into different times. So kids train from 4 till 7, and adults from 7 till 10 o'clock. Our vision for the future is to have a bigger place. In order to diversify our business model, and in order to offer more services to our customers. Our idea is to have this bigger place, gym that would be with the standard of the International Federation of Sport Climbing, in order to be able and to bring the first generation of kids in the competitions. Like our dream for the future is going to the Olympic Games.
Oh, right. Okay. Yeah. To have people from the rock climbing gym be part of that.
Yes, there are kids from the climbing gym that are training to participate and ready to participate in competitions, international competitions. So.
Yeah, absolutely. So I'd love to know. It's really incredible that you were the first rock climbing gym at all in Albania. Is that correct?
Yes.
Right. Okay. So what gave you, I don't know, the idea? What gave you that drive to build something that's doesn't exist at all in the country, or hadn't existed at all in the country?
So I joined Rock Tirana in 2019 when Rock Tirana existed. So it wasn't built from the beginning from me. It's me and my partner that are working now and are managing everything. It started as a project to bring this sport from two American guys and Alien, my partner, to bring and to have a place where to climb. Like when you came in Tirana, as I can say, Tirana has really the mountains in half an hour from here, and it is this place that can be really developed climbing and promoted, but it wasn't at that time. It wasn't so famous, but even now with Albanian, we are trying to bring a sport in a population where the culture of sport isn't so much, they don't have so much the culture of sport as in other countries. It was because it's something that was missing in the market, and it's something that we really love to do, and you have the possibility to do. That's why you are doing it, and we hope to do even better.
Yeah. Okay. So over the last year, you joined in 2019, you're saying?
Yes.
You joined in 2019,
2 years ago, me and my partner bought the shares of Rock Tirana, and now we are managing and developing it, promoting and growing it.
Yeah, and I know you're part of the Women Founders Accelerator Albania, and I'm sure this past year was a lot of lessons learned. So what has it been like this past year for you?
This last year was really difficult for us, not only for us, but even for all businesses that offer us services. We have been closed from mid-March till the beginning of June. When it opened back in June, we are only able to work with adults and in a strict time.
Yeah.
You,
Right.
in that time, we saw and we really needed to be flexible because we were able to stay open only during the day, and most of the times, like, I have a full-time job during the day, and obviously even my partner is working in another business. So when it came to stay open during the day and accommodate our customers, we find it a little bit difficult, but obviously we try to arrange it by being flexible, by creating a schedule for the training hours, and by sometimes giving even the keys to the gym to the loyal customers to come and train, not only because some of them were even afraid to train with other people, even
Right.
the mask was obligated to wear in the gym.
Yeah. Absolutely. Yeah.
And then in September, the same things. In September, we started with the kids club. Kids clubs are our biggest income in the gym in the moment. So for us, it was during the pandemic, it was really, we really miss that income. During the times that we are closed, we have the fixed costs like rent and utilities to pay. And obviously, without revenue, without income, you aren't able to cover that. And from there, we saw the necessity of having a reserve fund. We, like, in the beginning, we didn't think it was, and it might be important, but then we saw that we realized that in the future it would be a priority to have.
Right. Okay. And you spent, but it sounds like you've kind of spent, like, from what I saw, you spent a lot of time this year also learning about business. So while you're, dealing with all these things around COVID and all of these, finding ways to do this safely and ways that we can,
Yeah.
like, what this is going to look like for the future of climbing gyms, it also sounds like you were like building these business skills and building this project where you're going to be developing these new climbing areas near Tirana. So
Yeah.
I feel like, is there any like lessons learned from like that kind of business perspective that you can share with us?
Yes, like from the business, like the lesson that you really love, that you really missed was the reserve fund. As I was saying, we have been closed from mid-March till June completely.
Yeah.
But we have to pay the rent, we have to pay the utilities, we have even we needed even money for ourselves to live at the end of
Of
the
course.
day. And
Yeah.
obviously, we really saw how important the reserve fund was, and we didn't have it.
Right.
That's why it is going to be our priority in the future. And then when you open, another thing that was important was the flexibility. Not
Right.
only in our part that we have to manage, to organize, to schedule the training, but even in the part of the customers. So in the kids club usually used to be 1 hour for the kids, but we saw the necessity in order not to create gathering in the gym. We did the courses of 15 minutes. So one group can go and the other can came without meet each other.
Yeah. Okay. Well,
And
I think,
obviously you, sorry.
no, go ahead.
No, when it came to the project, especially the project you are working on, when it came for the outdoor developing, he had to postpone it. You
Right.
had to postpone it. You are working now for that you were going to finish last year.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm seeing lots of people have joined, so welcome everyone who has joined. Do we have climbers in here? Do we have other people from the Rock Tirana community that have joined us? Make sure to say hello and let us know if you have any questions, but appreciate you being here. Hello, everyone. Um, I think something that you mentioned in our conversation, it sounds like so do you have a background in rock climbing yourself then?
Yes, yes, yes.
Yes, of course. Okay.
Yeah,
That's what I thought. Yes.
climber.
I thought so, of course. And you were
Absolutely.
mentioning in in our emails back and forth that you think about climbing as a way of life. And I have some climber friends, some of my best friends are climbers. I haven't been able to do it myself because I have some nerve damage in my hands, but it seems like it does become this kind of way of life. But I would love to kind of hear your thoughts on that and what that means to you, climbing being a way of life.
Like when I start climbing, like my everyday life changed, my vacation changed, everything take another step. It was like a new chapter in my life. So climbing is a sport that helps not only physically but even mentally. Like it's a full body workout, but in the same time, it helps to focus your mind to meditate. It has this meditate effect. When you are climbing, you are not thinking of the problems of every day or other thing. You are just want to go up to finish your route and not fall. Obviously, it's a stress relief for
Yeah.
sure. And obviously, it helped me in the everyday working in when it comes in problem solving or more in building confidence. It has helped me in building confidence, in being more confident people, more sure for the things I want to do, more passion. And obviously, when it comes to organize your life, when it comes to the vacation, I'm not anymore looking for places, for cities to visit, but I'm looking for new crags to go and climb to.
Right.
It's
Cool.
been
I love it.
far.
Awesome. All right. I'm seeing someone said here that they haven't been to this gym, but it's really good for people to keep in good health and away from bad vices, and that climbing
Uh,
helps with that. Yeah, great job, Irida. Yes,
Thank you.
absolutely. Fantastic. Yes. Okay, so you talked a little bit about your vision and climbing is this way of life for you. You have this business. It's been a difficult road for the last year, in particular, but you still have this vision, and I love that you have been working on how to make this actually happen. Um, and I was saying that so there's gonna be 300 new climbing routes. I don't know much about climbing, so talk us through kind of a little bit more of that vision. Are we going to see Rock Tirana outside of Albania one day? What's like? I mean, of course, in the Olympics,
That's
from what
my
I'm hearing,
that's
but
my
what else?
vision.
Yeah, yeah. What does
So,
that expansion
so
look like?
you are the only active community that is working in developing climbing indoor and outdoor. So our dream or our vision is to have this bigger gym that will meet the standard of the International Federation of Sport Climbing in order to train the kids to participate in competition and then hopefully in the Olympic Games. Like we thought of a bigger gym not only to have a bigger place, but even to offer more services to our customers and in the same time to diversify our business model.
Mm,
So we wanted our actual gym is like a small and cozy bouldering gym, as a boutique bouldering gym. Our customer used to describe it. And in the future, we want to add it services like a bar, like a yoga studio, like an actual training area with
right.
gears and everything, not only the climbing walls. This is our idea for the indoor climbing and how to develop. And obviously, the like our dream is to be a franchise and to open and develop this sport not only in Tirana but even in other cities or in our countries like Kosovo in the region.
Oh, right. Okay.
That is for the indoor. Then you are not working on the indoor only. Obviously, you are working in the developing of the outdoor climbing crags.
Yeah.
So what we have done all these years with the outdoor developing, we created Albanian Climbing Festival with the idea to promote and to develop the climbing areas in Albania.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
Mm-hmm.
we are, as the climbing gym, we are the point of reference even for international climbers, which means
Right.
not only professional climbers and famous climbers, but even people like me that are just climbers, simply easy climbers that go to another state and when they want any information, not only for the indoor, but even where to go outdoor to climb, to camp, or places to stay, you are that point of reference in Albania
Right.
nowadays. 2 years ago, a famous climber, it is Adam Ondra, came to Tirana and he really felt in love with our crag, especially a crag that is only 20 minutes far from Tirana. He bolted in there, the most difficult route that is nowadays in the Balkan. For a climber, he knows what a 9B means, but for people that don't know anything about climbing, a 9B grade is one of the most difficult, like it's the elite route for elite climbers.
Right.
When he brings a lot of the attention of other international and professional climbers, obviously, and from there we had the idea to participate and to uh, to work on a project. This is a project that is going to develop the outdoor skiing in Albania. So we are working in adding new routes into actual crags that exist in Tirana and developing a new one. There are going to be like 300 new routes, like a paradise for people that want to come and climb in Tirana. And the grades would be from for beginners to professional. This is a project we are working with the German development organization. Yes, and this project is even a big step for us because all these times we have been training how to climb, how to use the gear and climb outdoor, and this time we will be training even the first community of the first class of bolters. That will be the people that will bolt routes in the cliffs.
Right. Okay. Amazing. So what's the timeline for that? So actually, you know what?
Yes.
Can you also, while you're answering that, for anyone who really doesn't know anything about rock climbing, what is a crag or crag?
Yes.
CRAGS, I think. What is that?
Crag is CRIG. Yes, it's a rock cliff in a mountain where you can climb by using gears. Not like climbing is not as like the idea of climbing is to climb difficult routes from that are long from 20 to 30, from 15 to 30 meters. In the average, they are from 15 to 20 meters, but more difficult they are, even more longer they must be.
Okay. And then you build all of these different routes that people can take within that or on that crag.
No, actually, he put the gears, he put a bolt on the rock,
Yeah.
and people can use quick draws in there that are they can pass the rope in these quick draws in order to be safe for their life. Because most of the people, when you say climbing, when you say I climb mountains, they think, okay, it's dangerous, I cannot do it. Like, I can lose my life in there, I can get hurt, and that's not true. Like climbing is, especially using the gears, is pretty safe.
Right.
It's really super safe, not pretty safe.
Okay. Good to know. Yes, especially outdoor climbing. Okay, and so you're working with this company, this development company, to develop out this
We are collaborating
this new
with
climbing
them,
area. Yeah. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So what does that timeline look like then?
So practically, we just got the hang. We just got the gears, and we'll start, most probably start in the beginning of April or mid-April, the first training for the bolters, for the local bolters. It is during COVID, it is going to be online in the beginning for the theoretical part, and then for the practical part, it's going to be on the rock. This project doesn't involve only us as a climbing team. It is going to be open for the climbing community, not only in Tirana, especially the fact that it's going to be online, the theoretical part, but even in the region. And apart, our climbers, they are involved, even the international community of climbers. They are going to come 8 famous international climbers, and they are going to help us in developing this new route. And obviously there will be good ambassadors of our of climbing in Albania, of coming and try climbing in Albania.
Yeah, that's incredible. I'm so happy for you. I feel like last time we talked, I wasn't aware of this project that you were working on. I don't know if it was just kind of like in the beginning stages or hadn't happened yet, but
Yeah.
it's really incredible what you've been doing here, especially through all of these really difficult times and kind of like continuing to look ahead and have hope for that future and to continue to build that community. I think it's really incredible. So you're looking to build your gym, the gym itself, as well as you're doing this project in collaboration with
Yes,
different
like
people. Yeah. So what as your international community, what can we do to support you?
yeah, like in this in this phase, our project for building the new gym is a little bit stopped because we are
Right.
still working. We are still because we are looking for the right location because even the height of the gym has a particular need. And
Right.
in this moment, just sharing our story, what we are doing is really important and it might be really thankful from our part. We are working in developing and promoting climbing in Albania, and in a certain way, we are creating the fundamentals of sport climbing in our country. So even just the promotion of Rock Tirana or what we do, it's pretty enough.
Awesome. Okay, so everyone
Thank
who's
you.
watching or listening to this, head over to rocktirana.com. So that's Tirana for Tirana. You can also find Rock Tirana on Instagram and on Facebook at Rock Tirana. So make sure to like and comment and share so this video gets up in the algorithms and everybody sees it, so that we can talk. We can spread the word about what you're doing for with Rock Tirana, but also for the rock climbing community and sport in Albania, which is very cool. So is there anything that we haven't talked about yet today that you had wanted to mention?
Sorry?
Is there anything that we haven't yet talked about that you wanted to mention before we wrap up? We just have a little bit of time left here.
Yes, like this has been a difficult year, I think, for most of the people,
Yeah.
especially with COVID. Like I have always been a positive person, like that kind of person that always try to find like to see the glass always half
Cool.
full.
Yeah. Yeah.
And obviously, for me, this new project we are working on is really exciting. It's really nice. It's really beautiful to work. I'll learn how to bowl for the first time, and that's all, I think.
Yeah. So finding just the importance
Just
of finding those even just projects where you
yes,
can learn and look forward, yeah, and have that hope. So I'm so
just
glad
start
that
a
you
new
have that.
adventure in my life.
Yes. Start a new adventure. I love that. Well, thank you so much for sharing your story here today. Oh, we have a question actually. What
Hmm.
prep do you need for route setting?
Sorry?
Um, we have a
What?
question for you
Yes,
here.
yes.
So what prep? Um, I don't know words for rock climbing, so question about route setting and training that you provide.
Nothing. Like at least they need to be climbers, because
Okay.
obviously you cannot route set a new. You cannot do a new route if you are not able to climb it. Everything will be like the person that has asked me. I know him, and he used to be a climber.
Okay.
So just follow us, follow the beginning of our program, and be part of the program, and then you'll learn. Because obviously
Cool.
the program for the both for the people for the Albanian people that are going to learn how to build for the first time, they'll be able to build on the easy routes that are going to be used for kids or for
Right.
early beginners.
Yeah, cool. Okay, so if people want to learn more about that training, do they go to rocktirana.com?
Yes,
Is that there?
it is
Okay.
good. You can go to rocktirana.com and follow us on Instagram and Facebook. We'll publish
Yeah.
everything in there. Like lately, we are publishing everything on Instagram and Facebook, especially when it comes in the time change because of new rules from the government or new curfew.
Okay. Are you going to be teaching Alpine Plus again?
Yes, yes, we are going to teach Albanian class again. We have actually an ongoing program, an ongoing group now, and it will start a new one in mid-April.
Okay, cool. Awesome. Okay, sounds like if you follow Rock Tirana and go to the website, there's also going to be lots of information there. It looks like you've got a lot of fans here who are wanting to continue to
Mhm.
work,
So,
I guess, be part of the community and get to learn from you, which is awesome. Thank you, everyone. Thank you for your questions, everyone. I'm just making sure that no one has any final questions before we wrap up. Are there any final questions for Rita? I think that I don't see any. Okay, but if you do have any, we're going to put this video on IGTV and on our YouTube. So feel free to jump in there. And if you're watching this later, you can ask questions there as well. We always check it to make sure if there's any questions that we can pass on, we will. And we have another question. We'll take this one last question, then we're going to wrap up. The question is, do you have any courses that
yeah.
do intro to bouldering?
Yes, yes, we have it. And even that one is going to start, I think, in May. Because in April I'll be focused on other things, so most
Yes.
probably it's going to start in May.
Okay, cool. Awesome. There you go. So you can do intro to bouldering classes. Looks like there's lots
Yeah,
of
it
other
does
training
it
on
do
there.
it.
Yeah. Cool. Okay. Oh, okay, there we go. Amazing. Alrighty. So the last question I always like to ask is,
Mhm.
what is one thing that brings you joy right now?
Nice. Okay. Like I was saying, like it's going to start a new chapter in my life. Like bolting new rules for me, it's really nice and beautiful. Like I started climbing and it was just climbing. Then I started going to the gym, joining the gym, being part of the gym, and from there I started route setting in the gym, doing the classes for beginners, and now I'll be able even to bolt new routes in outdoor. Let's like this is a positivity thing that is for me in this moment.
Yeah, yeah, I love it. Cool. We had another question. When actually, this is a good
Please.
question that I will let this one more happen because I had the same question in my mind. Is that festival you talked about? When when can people expect to see that?
Yeah, so the last one was in 2019 because last year
Of
we
course.
had canceled it. It was in
Yeah.
Japan. This year it depends always the COVID situation, but most
Okay.
probably it's going to be in late autumn and it's going to be in Tirana because our idea is even to finish this project in
Okay.
October, maximum November, and then promote the areas that you are developing in here.
Of course. Of
So
course.
most
Okay.
probably it's going to be in Bovil and Brar if COVID situation permits it.
Okay. Well,
Close.
here's hoping. Yeah, here's hoping. Either way, it sounds like you're going to be you're going to be working on and finalizing a really cool project this year, and you have this really great community who's here with you today, asking lots of questions. So it sounds like I'm just really excited to hear what the next year looks like for you. So make sure to keep in touch with us and let us know at Volition what you're doing and what you're up to, so we can share and continue to talk about what you're building. And just thank you so much again for
Thank
being
you
here
to
and for
you.
sharing your
Thank you very
story.
much.
I know it's late for you, so probably time to go to bed or something like that. But
No,
I
no,
hope
it's
that
not so
you're
deep.
okay. You're okay. You're okay. Okay. Well, I
Thank
appreciate
you
you
very
jumping
much
on.
for having
Yeah.
this conversation.
Yeah.
It is really nice and beautiful to talk about things that we do and things that bring joy to us, and especially it came to develop a new sport and bring a new product in our market.
Very cool. All right. Awesome. Thank you. And thank you to everyone who joined again. And I'll see you here again next week. We have another founder chat, which I'm also looking forward to. So I'll see you at the same time next week. And otherwise, one more shout out to Startup Canada and Startup Women Program for helping, for supporting these founder chats with all these incredible women this year. You can check those out on our IGTV. And otherwise, I hope everyone has a lovely rest of your day and week. And I'll talk to you later. Bye,
Thank you
everyone.
very much. Bye.
Bye.